toilet in schools also. This is the way. Much of her design incident of rape, and we built on it there in all the houses. Here we have strategy. We go house to house, motivate, pay, and service people, they get what we give the grant fee. This is very important. Only technology alone cannot help. Now, the first toilet I got constructed in Bihar in 1974. When it got constructed, people had to pay. People of Bihar said, who will pay? They don't pay bus fare, rail fare, would be toilet fare. And if you maintain properly, nobody mind paying small coin. Now, this idea has gone down. See, public toilet in Sri Maharashtra. This is about 500. 150 toilets, 150 bathrooms, with the lockers, biogas plant. Here also we have, and you can see this lockers. They go inside. So these are the causes. This urinal waste in Taj Mahal. They are declared second best in the world. Some of the toilets are air conditioned. This we have got constructed for the children. Here the 4-5 children, boys and sit or girls and sit, boys and girls, boys and sit, and they talk and defecate. And mothers can sit outside. So mothers will not have fear. The children break their potty lock inside. So that way both sit on. Mothers on the other side. She is the master. Now we are not Sophia, and she is our air conditioned toilet here. We got separate toilets in Kabul, Afghanistan, and temperature went down to about 30 degrees. Something very well. Both the technologies have been featured as one of the best five inventions of the world. So this is very important. The technology is developed by students of arts, not science, not art, but by arts students, and that has been best five inventions of the world. So the told you, talking to some mind. I don't want to read for you. Just what we do, contractual processes, and these are the areas. We have health centers. Here we keep window, also office, drinking give. We have museum toilets from 524. You can come and see yourself. We have this museum here. You can, and to the museum. Now we have school, the English medium school, 60% from Antarctic family and 40% from other family. So this English medium and free of charge. You don't have to pay fee or anything. This I say that if you want to bring those children on a par with others, to give them education, either the English medium or English as a compulsory subject. Only then they can come on par with others. Otherwise they cannot come. They will lag behind all the time. We have vocational training center in Delhi. We train our boys and girls And this is beauty of this center. That from 1982, 200 boys and girls pass out every year. Not a single boy and girl has come so far that they have got to employment. Our schools have a toilet, and toilets are cleaned by the teachers and the students. We don't allow others to come and clean toilets. This is problem in this country. That you have toilets in the school, and they say, who will clean it? I said, you clean it. You are students, you are teachers. This is for you. I am not going to clean your toilets. So they have it compulsory like Gandhi. Gandhi is asked us every to clean the toilets. So I have made it clear that no, you have to clean toilets. Now we have this manufacturer setting a scheme for the girls. And also we have this how it is kept and how it is also burned. So we have full system in the school. Toilets, set their clean, also you can how to burn it, how can display it off. Now we have got this structure. These will go to every village, and they will they teach the students and teachers in the day, and the whole villagers will come to, and you will see the feature film. Before that, they will show film on sanitation for 1 hour. He is the Minister of Social Justice in India, Government of India, and we have water. Treatment plants here, still water, 50% per day. You do not find water anywhere. And this water, recently we have developed in Bengal, Murshidabad, and Madhu, and Mayapur. There also we sell 50% per day. And the two places we get water from river, Ganga, and one is from the pond. So just both the waters we sell at 50%. One is no problem. This is the solution. You can get clean water. Cheapest in the world. This is from the river. Ganga. This is from the pond. We have also cleaned Hasti Ghat, where birds we don't know when it started silting. It is so much like a mountain, so we have cleaned that. I wish I will be happy to see that. In the chief minister of Gujarat, I showed him this water, public toilet. Now, Ziadi Tata, in 1985, he himself got constructed one toilet. He kept twice to see the construction. And in the last, he got inaugurated by the Sharif of Bombay at the time, Vipul Patel. Rajiv Gandhi, Sri Vajpayee, Rajiv Gandhi gave audience to the untouchables, and he had his cabinet, given speeches, President Cheney, one the livelihood. He helped them to perform the rights and interests of the upper caste and go to temple. And this is how they have got now accepted by society. To go to Alabama and talk, two towns in Rajasthan, there is no sense of identity. You go to families of upper caste people, as you come from rural people, and do the facial also in the same house. We went to Varanasi, we eat there, Kumbh Mela, and they had food with the Brahmins in Kashi. 1934, Gandhi invited upper caste people to have food with them. They came in the evening, but refused, and they said you cannot take food with them. So Gandhi had written, Indians are ready to face the bullets of the Britishers, but they are unable to eat with themselves. We went to here also. We participated in the walking ramp inside the building. The borders of India and America. He is now the king of Netherlands. The freedom at last. They went to the France. They went to Germany also to pay tribute to Mahatma Gandhi. Prime Minister of Sweden. We went to see the question of the house also. We all come out to them inside. Now the last is the widows of Vrindavan. This is a pathetic condition. We give them 200 rupees per month food. Now they learn English, Hindi, Bangla, also do jobs. I get short from living already. They learn how to make garlands, etc. Now just see, widows never played Holi, and just see how they are playing Holi. The first time they broke the barriers of the Hindu order. Sula will also protect both against strong Hindu orders. We went to Calcutta also that day, celebrated Diwali. Because of intervention of Supreme Court, they went to Supreme Court also. You see how they're playing on it. The Prime Minister gave the opportunity to tie Rakhi on his list. This lady met family after 75 years in Calcutta this year. It's all Vrindavan. Varanasi. This we are helping the Uttarakhand, that husbands of these women got passed away in Kedarnath. This girl adopted this girl because she was crying in the lap of mother. The moment she came to my left, she started smiling. I have got her adopted. Now she is part of my family. Now see how she is smiling and looking. Yesterday at me, you can imagine, and that was around 6 months. Now she has become 1 year. Thank you. Technology innovation can make a difference, can bring a change, can transform the lives of people. And now we have spent our life. You have to follow suit. You have to follow suit. Now you are the future. You have to do it. Thank you.
Mr. Pathak for providing us both an amusing and a heart-rendering comment.
From a week worker to a driver to a vegetable vendor. Imagine that category with a plumber or electrician, agriculture workers, small farmers. They are the ones who make our life easy. And they constitute 93% of India's workforce. And interestingly, 50% of the workforce is constituted by the women of this informal work. So you imagine a city, imagine a village, there are all these workers contributing to the growth of the society, making our life easier. And there are three categories of them. One is self-employed, like a street vendor, only small groceries owners, or second category is home-based. There are large number of workers who live in the houses and they make variety of products. And then there are manual workers who sell their labor, like whether it's the construction workers or whether they're daily wage earners. So we work with these three categories of workers, and I'll take you through some of the work which we do, and at the end I'll talk about Nidan. So to begin with, this is, I don't know if you have heard about it or participated. We organized a National Street Food Festival at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. Recently we organized in December, and end of December. This is from the food festival, and it draws a lot of crowd. This year also we had 50,000 people over the weekend attending the street food festival. And just one or two clippings from the food festival, and we invite all the important stakeholders to that food festival. So this year we had Master Chef Sanjeev Kapoor, who had come to inaugurate, and then we have government like tourism ministry participating in the food festival. We also launched a book which only talks about cuisines and recipes of the street vendors. And we are also planning a documentary which might go on air in April, which will only talk about master chefs at the streets. And this is our app which we have developed, is available, but we are uploading more and more data. It's called Street Sathi, and you will have all the information about any food. We are beginning with food vendors, but gradually we will include all the category of vendors to this app. And it is already on. You can download it, and it's very user friendly. Now, why I wanted to show this festival thing is that in just 3 days of time, a street vendor is able to earn up to the maximum one person earned this time was 1,20,000. Pocketing and also depositing money for the organization. So 60% of the profit goes to the street vendor, 40% of the profit remains with the organization. Now this 40% goes into compensating many of the vendors who also incur loss when they are participating for the first time. So we are teaching them the art of entrepreneurship. When they come to the festival and when they see people enjoying their food, praising their food, they feel that they are also worth. They still now they had imagined that large number of them that they cook only for the workforce. Their food is not appreciated. Many of us, most of us in fact, we do not dare to go and try food of the vendor. So we are trying to convince both the society, the government and the food vendors that the food they are cooking is very tasty, it's excellent. Only there is little bit problem of hygiene, safe handling of food. If you are able to do that, then not only the quality of food will increase, but most importantly your business will increase. And we are trying to convince the customers that if you try street food, you will get variety, you will be away from the stale food which you keep on getting the same. In the restaurant, the same kind of food, and also the kind of variety which you can get is much more. So, after this event, now Ministry of Tourism and NASRI and we signed an MAU for training food vendors across the country. There are 55 food technology institutes which are affiliated to the ministry, the hotel management institutes. So through the hotel management institutes, we are now training the food vendors across the country. And this is the kind of certificate which the food vendors are getting. And one of the impact I would like to show is we had just a festival in collaboration with the Greater Noida Authority. It was a small festival, but the kind of impact it had was tremendous. And it has been, this is an article by Veer Sanghvi. Last year also we had invited him. He is a famous food critic. And last time he wrote, but there was little criticism of of the food vendor. But when he came this time, he found the change because of the training, because of the orientation, because of the feeling that the food vendors have about entrepreneurship and about the kind of things which they are doing. So it was full of praise this time. So one example of the kind of work is with the street vendors. This is the Food Safety Award which CII organizes every year. So we requested them that they should also have for food vendors, and they have included the food vendors also in the Food Safety Award. So one of our offshoots of Nidan's offshoot has been the National Association of Street Vendors of India. It works across the country, and we have in around 25 states, we have 5,30,000 paid memberships of this association, and we have been successful in getting an act last year, 2014, by the Government of India, which mandates that all the street vendors in a city have to be surveyed, town vending committee has to be constituted, every city must have vending zone. There were some experiments already happening in the country, but now it is mandatory for the municipal bodies to create vending zones so that cities should not be chaotic, cities should not be like free for all, that wherever one wants can do anything, but there should be designated places. So very soon we are also expecting Delhi to have that. I must admit that Delhi municipal bodies are one of the worst in the country to work with, but still we are trying our best, and very soon we will have that. In fact, the Greater Noida Authority has said that after the food festival that they will be coming up with a food street in Greater Noida. But we are working towards having food these vending zones for all different categories of vendors. And this is one example from Government of Bihar. Now to get the act implemented, the Government of Bihar has contracted us, and we are getting the act implemented in all the 42 towns of Bihar. That means getting all the vendors surveyed, getting all the vendors licenses, creating vending zones across all the 42 towns in Bihar, and getting the vendors access to health insurance. So we work on the ground, and we also take the issues at the policy level, at the government level. We get accordingly we get programs, accordingly we get laws or policies, and we try to get those laws and policies also implemented on the ground so that the spirit of the law or the policy doesn't go away. And in this process, our endeavor is always to create institutions or to create enterprises which are sustainable, which are able to drive profit, which are able to bring profit the informal workers and also to other stakeholders. If we give you example of the street vendor work which we do, so the National Association of Street Vendors of India, which is an offshoot of Nidan, is an autonomous institution with 25 member executive committee, which has 20 members as street vendors on its board. And so one of our effort is also to have the people with whom we work, also on the board, also on the general body, so that they are able to drive and also get the technical people to help them to get the programs implemented. Now, as part from the National Association of Street Vendors of India, we also have now a new offshoot called the Nashvi Street Food Private Limited, which is running all the different kind of festivals, which is working to create modern carts, which is working to create food streets across city. And in fact, we are talking to 2-3 malls now that can food vendors be rehabilitated in the malls? Can we get space in the malls? For the food vendors. So we are also in advanced talk, and because if you go to a mall, the food court does not excite you. Why? Because you have got the same kind of people selling same kind of thing all the time. But if you have changed, if you have new varieties, if you have additional varieties, and that's our idea is, then you will have that kind of excitement to go again and again. So for-profit enterprises are our core, but in all the for-profit enterprises, we have, for example, for the Street Food Private Limited, we have food vendors as the shareholders. We also have food vendors on the board of the company, along with famous chefs. So that kind of enterprise we promote. This is one example from the waste management. As Dr. Pathak was saying, there has been launch of this Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. We work with the waste speakers. We have organized the waste speakers, but we realized very soon that there are a lot of waste management companies which are getting into the waste management scenario. So organizing them in the form of cooperative is not enough. So we formed them into a company. It's called Nidan Swachh Private Limited. We also took on some companies head on, and we also got contracts from the municipal bodies. But as I was saying, that there is a lot to be done in the arena of municipal reforms. So because many of the waste management companies in India did have good experience, but our forte is that the waste speakers themselves are shareholders of this company. We are operating presently in 3-4 towns, 3-4 cities in India. We plan to expand, but we are waiting for the municipal bodies to open up, because when our people work with the municipal bodies, it becomes very difficult, as chasing payments is very tough. For example, we worked with the Jaipur Municipal Corporation, but payment became very tough. We had to go to the court, and the court had set up has appointed an arbitrator, and we are at the final stages of arbitration. But still, it holds up money, it holds up your plan, and it troubles. But anyway, we are working on that front also, and we are into composting and also into recycling of paper. This is one of the new